spend the day in bed?
Oh, well, I do feel horrible. It's probably flu.
Yes, well, I'll try to pop that mid-morning. Make sure you're all right. Now, go on, you take care of yourself, because no one else will.
Except you.
Ah, well, I'm a soft touch, ain't I?
Is that what you think I'm doing?
It's nice to have someone see me off. Bye. And they pass by on the other side.
You what? Why don't you just hit her over the head and take her handbag? That's what it comes down to, isn't it?
What? When I've got the key?
Oh, this doll ain't off gone to pot, rotten old produce. Who wants that, I ask you?
This one was off my food.
I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole.
I wouldn't touch you with a barge pole.
That's it, Mrs. Cotton, you tell him.
Well, Donna needs fruit.
Does she?
Well, yes, she got the flu, so all washed out. I mean, you know what they say, apple a day keeps the doctor away.
You don't think maybe she ought to see a doctor?
No, I'll pull her through. After all, I do have considerable medical knowledge.
Yeah, but I just think with the kind of flu Donna's got, you know, maybe she'd benefit from medical help.
Do you?
Well, that's the advice they're giving it. Find yourself a sympathetic doctor.
Is it?
For her kind of flu, yeah. But you won't go taking on too much, will ya? I mean, if it looks...
Mum, where's Vicky? Oh, your dad's taken to the nursery.
Well, I haven't seen her this morning. He must have left early.
Did he? Oh, must be busy then.
Well, I should have taken her.
Thought you'd be grateful.
Well, I am, but... Oh, I'll pick her up this afternoon, then.
How can you? You'll be here. Let your dad do it.
Well, then I'll pick her up from your place.
Look, Shell, she's got into a nice little routine with us. Why don't you leave her with us a bit longer, eh? You won't have to worry.
Mum, this isn't about me worrying. It's about you worrying, isn't it? She's my daughter.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be much of a grandmother if I didn't take an interest now, would I?
Let them in out of the cold, will you, Michelle?
Okay.
Ta-ra, Dr. Legg, see ya.
Mum! Mum! She's my daughter and I'll do what I want, all right?
Oh, it must be somewhere. Have you moved it?
No. Junior, how long are you going to be in there?
Look, the more you shout, the longer he's going to take.
Yeah, we won't usually go near a bathroom.
Well, don't moan when he does.
How long is he going to be here?
I'm going to take him home tonight and I can find out from my mum what's going on.
Yeah, but he's making me late.
Well, you should have got up earlier. It wasn't as if you were delayed by anything more pressing, were you? I don't suppose this strike's going to include flying pickets. There might be better company. Oh, look, if I don't find this file, I'm going to be in trouble. I've been sailing close enough to the wind as it is.
Meaning?
Oh, where is this file?
No, come on, you're blaming me. Go on, tell me that frustration has stopped you from working properly.
Don't be ridiculous. Oh...
Junior,
Hello?
don't come out. I'm coming in.
Keep your hair on, Rambo.
Don't wind me up.
Well, you have to. Oi, don't blame me. At least have the decency to discuss it. All right, I'll be here. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. It's my sister. My mum's taken Aisha to nursery and she wants me to pick her up.
So?
Well, I said I can't. She'll have to do it.
Good, it's about time you told that sister of yours where to get off. She still thinks she can boss you around.
She wants me and you to have Junior and Aisha permanently.
Yeah, well, she can want, can't she?
This is serious.
Just stand your ground.
Look, my mum's too old. She can't cope with looking after children.
Yeah, and we're too young for a ready-made family. At last. Oi, that's my aftershave.
Borrowed it, that's all.
Yeah, and how are you going to pay it back then?
Do we need the pleasure of smelling it?
Gran says you've been playing her off.
Yeah, and don't think you can try it on here.
Junior, I didn't want to say anything in front of Matthew, but Maxine says Mum's missing 20 quid. Now, isn't that funny that you should come about the same amount?
I'll be late for school.
You will be late for everything if what I'm thinking is true.
It's like taking candy from a baby. She stuffs money in vases and stuff. She shouldn't do that.
Junior.
It's too easy living with them. There's no fun in it. At least with him I can wind him up. Gran would have recognised and wind up if it hit her. No fun if you don't get no response.
She takes care of you and you play her up.
She thinks I'm like Dad. She looks at me like I'm... like Carmel. I could spit in her eye and she'd still love me. Where's the incentive in that?
Well, she always did think the sun shone out of your father's backside.
She can't blame me, can you?
Oi, and my towel.
Gotta go.
Are you serious about having him here?
Look, I'll have to think about it, won't I?
No. We'll have to. I'll meet you down a bit at lunchtime.
I might be busy.
Be there.
Doc, service wash from the surgery.
Yes, but there's a machine empty down the end.
I said service.
I'll do, Church. Wouldn't kill you to pop it in.
I'm busy.
Ah, well, so am I. You ain't the only one with responsibilities. Donna's come to me for help.
I should see a doctor.
Yes, well, I told her.
No, you need your head examining.
Look, I've never been one to shy away from trouble.
Yes, but there's no point in looking for it, Doc. She's a non-starter.
Oh, I seen if she don't win us up the knackers yard, is that it? She ain't a racehorse, Pauline, and it ill behoves a Christian to cast a fellow driver on the scrap heap, especially one so young. I'm going to build her up. I'm getting her something nice for a tea.
She'll only throw it back at you.
I'm a good cook.
No, you know what I mean. You do your best for them. They're never grateful.
Yeah, well, you didn't give up on your family.
Dot, she's not family.
Oh, I see. And us without a finish done for, no good to anyone, is that it?
Oh, please yourself. I think you're a fool.
No, hang on. Did I say that to you when you didn't chuck me shell out or Arthur when they had their little misdemeanours? Did I say you was a fool? No, I did not. I had more charity.
All right, please yourself. Let her take you for all you've got. I thought I was being charitable by bothering what was happening to you.
Oh, well, it's very kind of you, but I've been much obliged to keep your thoughts to yourself, always telling people how to live. Now, it might wash for me, Shell, but it don't wash for me. What young people need is freedom to make mistakes and then help in picking up the pieces. Non-judgmental, non-interfering. That's what you got to be.
Oh, I see. I suppose you're next a prime example of your skills at motherhood, is it?
Oh, no, I admit. I made me mistake. But this time I got a book out the public library. Here it is, look. Tips on coping with your teenagers.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, Doc, there's no book can tell me anything about my Michelle, all right?
Oh, there you go, knowing what's best again.
You're staying with Dot. It's not another try-on, is it? I mean, you're not going to nick her tiara or anything.
I told you, Rod. I'm off the stuff completely. This is the 4th day. I just needed someone who'd help. Someone to listen.
Yeah, you can't be 100% sure you're going to stay on.
I'm so sick. The shivers and lakes.
Yeah, well, you would do.
Thanks for the sympathy.
Well, I've heard it all before, haven't I?
I'm serious, Rod. That's why I'm staying with Dot. I can just get my head down and I wouldn't have to worry.
Just mooching about.
I don't want to. I can't stay in. When I go out, I just feel...
You really stopped?
Yes. I told you. I've done exactly what the rehab centre told me to do. Cut down gradually. Been drinking loads of fruit juice, treating it like flu.
Have you found yourself a doctor? That's what they told you, isn't it? Find yourself a sympathetic doctor.
It's just talking to one person. A person like that. Doctors give me the willies. Anyway, it's got to be somebody who's not going to think I'm a no-hoper.
Well, David wouldn't think that. Then with Dot as an ally and David on the medical side, you'd have a real chance.
You don't think I can do it, do you?
Not on your own, no.
Well, with friends like you, who needs enemies?
Look, you either do it by the book or you don't get through. Or maybe it's just the same old Donna going to bomb out at the last minute.
Mr. Silverblatt, is there a Mr. Terence Silverblatt?
Look, if he ain't here, can't I take his place?
We've got a system, Doc. Mr. Newton, you can go in there.
Look, I've thrown down her life belt. I need to know what to do.
Why don't you get her to come here herself?
Well, I could talk to Dr. Legg on the same level, you know, one professional to another, almost. Anyway, I've got Donna tucked up in bed.
Look, I'll talk to him, Doc, but I can't promise anything.
All right, I've got to get back to the laundrette. If there's a cancellation, you let me know.
Yeah.
God, Dot is never going to take on Donna at her age. I mean, my parents have just decided they can't cope with Junior and Aisha.
Still no sign of Darren?
Usual story. Bloke has a good time getting the child and disappears. Oh, sorry, Michelle. I didn't mean...
No,
you.
it's all right. You're right. It's always the women who are left to pick up the pieces.
Yeah, but you're all sorted out now, though, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I'm still reliant on Mum's goodwill. It's good that she's got Vicky, but I don't know, I get the impression she's trying to hang on to her.
What?
Well, it may be my imagination, but I really do think that she wants to keep her.
These are the wrong notes, Michelle. There have been enough delays.
Sorry.
What's wrong with him?
It's not very well. What do they say? Doctor, heal thyself.
Right.
That's all right.
Expecting a call.
Dr. Leg's at 10:30 maybe. Okay. Fine. Bye.
Come on, Michelle, you must have some sort of private life, a boyfriend in the offing.
I don't get the time, do I?
Well, then, if I was you, I'd take advantage of my mother's goodwill.
Can I have an appointment, please, but not with Dr. Legg.
Dr. Samuels could see about, well, 5 to 6. You might have to wait for we get behind.
That's fine.
Hello there, I'm done in.
Yeah? Well, I haven't exactly been sitting around twiddling me thumbs, you know.
I saw Shell earlier. She asked me to take Vicky round to her place out from the nursery. I told her to collect her ass as usual.
I thought we were going to keep her for a while.
But Pauline, she's Michelle's kid.
I know, but it wasn't Michelle getting too tired.
Well, what about us? Ain't Martin enough at our age? I'm trying to persuade her to stop being a doting granny. Vicky practically lives round our house.
Oh, come on, after a payoff in the long run. She only wants Shell to get out with her boyfriend. Well, she'll never settle down else.
What boyfriend?
I don't know, but I suppose she's got one. I should say he's given her the runaround the way she's behaving lately. Right fed up she is. You finish up.
Yeah,
I must be mad. Doc Cotton's just asked me to check out the empty houses up myself. She thinks Den might be hiding there. She's finally flipped.
She's chasing around after Donna. She believes in miracles.
Yeah, do you think he would?
What?
Dennis, come back to Walford.
No, word down the market is that the mob's on the move with him in charge. That's a joke, isn't it? When was Den ever in charge of anything?
People's imagination's running right off.
Well, I can't sit here listening to all this gossip. I've got work to do. I'll see you later, love.
First Michelle and now Paulina. It seems the whole family's on edge.
I didn't think you were going to show up.
Well, you're the one that's on strike, even though I seem to have more calls. Well, if I do take the kids on, there won't be no let-up for me, will there?
But you're going to say no.
They're family.
I'm family. I've got a view on this.
Based on Junior, who you don't like.
I won't put it that strong.
Oh, come on, Matthew. Let's at least talk the truth.
All right, I don't.
Right. But it may be easier to sort things out between you two than to find somewhere else for him.
Your sisters.
She lives at the hospital.
What, and just because of that, it's not her problem?
How can she do anything?
Maybe she needs persuading.
She hates Darren. She won't do anything to look after his kids.
She hates Darren. I don't get on with Junior. How do you feel about her? Your big sister.
Well, I'm his brother-in-law. I ought to be able to sort him out.
Yeah, well, fruit and veg ain't my game, Mark, is it, mate?
Well, how do other people manage? I mean, other greengrocers, other stall owners, apart from the ones I know, who, quite frankly, are as fed up with Pete as I am.
Well, I'll tell you what, Arthur, there's always Barney Bishop's. He's got the stall at Ridley Market on the corner there. I mean, go down and see him, I'll send you.
Oh, I'm parched.
Thanks, Frank.
Give us a smile.
Well, if you won't stay in bed, you'll have to make yourself cosy in here.
What am I doing? This is daft sitting in this little room.
Ah, well, what seems daft to one person ain't daft to another, is it? Well, I mean, look at me, you know. I mean, I'm scarcely in my prime. Has Charlie gone? Not that he was hardly ever here. Has Nick, much as I love him, gone to the dogs? Has Lou gone to a maker? And Ethel gone off? And here am I, nearing me end, and wondering if that was it.
Sorry?
It, you know, life. See, Johnny, you only get one chance. Ain't like games where you can practice till you get it right. With life, it's once and for all. Of course, there are discussions about reincarnation, but I mean, who wants to come back as a bat, you know, or a toad? No, it's now what counts. See, I look at you with your health and your strength, and I think, why does she do it to
But I haven't
herself?
got my health.
No, but you will have. Whereas I won't, even though I keep on praying.
If I get through this.
And if you don't, what then? A little bit more of the Dutch courage? And what are they going to do? Clear away one frosty morning with the bins?
That's horrible.
Yes, it is. Much too horrible for a nice young girl like you.
Look, I've got to go.
Why? Because I'm telling the truth. Listen, Donna, don't you think I regret where I went wrong with my Nick? I mean, he was such a beautiful baby. And I made the mistake of thinking he was always going to be beautiful. But he wasn't. I mean, you've made mistakes. We all have. And if I hadn't, I wouldn't be on my own, would I? Perhaps together we can help each other
You're
through.
just lonely. What do you think I am? Your second go at being a mum? Like you said, you only get one chance. You've had yours with Nick. You don't get a second go on me.
Cheer up, Michelle. Don't usually see you in here dinner times. Oh. You've been gadding about. You're looking done in. That's a fine thing. Oh, I thought you must have been. Only Pauline didn't work yesterday. Had to look after Vicky. Said you was out, and so was Arthur. Look, I know it's none of my business, but is something wrong?
Let's just say Mum's getting a little bit possessive over Vicky.
Oh, she probably wants you to meet a nice bloke and settle down, you know. So she's giving you all that free time, like. Usual love?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, that's what any mother wants for her daughter, isn't it? See her settle down. Cool. My mum was always on about meeting Mr. Right. And, of course, with me, it was Mr. Wrong. Still, her heart was in the right place, rest her soul. Talk yourself, Pat.
Not friends anymore. Take anything she would, not a word of thank you. See, we tried to tell you. She saw you coming.
Yes, she probably did.
No telling some people, is there?
Can I join you? To tell you the truth, I was looking forward to you looking after me a bit, because I feel safer with someone in the house and then me cooking for you. Nothing fancy, just good plain cooking. Perhaps when you feel more yourself.
I'm sorry
eh?
for what I said. It wasn't fair.
No, you were right. I am lonely. I don't mind admitting it. Best way to cure something, you know, is to admit you got it. You know, then you can get help. I mean, let them say I'm daft, but if concerning myself with other people, keeping busy works for me, then it ain't daft.
Well, you see, that's half the problem. Maybe after next week, if I get through this craving, but even then, I can't see how anything's going to change or what I'm going to do.
Oh, well, we can cross that bridge when we come to it. Now, look, Donna, what's it better to be? A lonely young woman or a lonely, sick young woman?
Right, so let's say I am sick, but is it a doctor I need?
Well, Dr. Legg, he's seen me through no end of trouble.
No, it ought to be the other one.
Patience of Jove, Dr. Legg, as here I was thinking of having a word with him about you.
No, if I see anybody, it's going to be Dr. Samuels. I don't know if I will, though. I mean, I start the day off with good intentions, but everybody wants me to fall flat on my face, so why not? Please them
Donna,
for once.
Please, don't say that, not even in jest.
I mean it.
Oh, all right, then. Well, I don't think I want to sit here with someone who thinks I'm stupid for having faith, you know, having one of her silly enthusiasms. Oh, I know what they think about me. Good old Doc Cotton, then behind me back.
No, I didn't say that. I never even thought those things.
If it's only Doc Cotton who believes in me, I must be a goner.
Please.
Donna, might help you if I tell you how I get through. Some days I get dressed, I paint a smile on my face, and I hope nobody notices how I feel underneath. And then there are other days when I think to myself, right, you may be down, but you're not out. And I rush here, there, and everywhere, keeping busy. And do you know what I think? Do you know what I say to myself under my breath? All them people who don't even notice I'm there. Knickers. Yes, that's what I say, knickers. To all those people who push me out the way, try and push me out the pavement as if I haven't even any right to be. And I know it ain't ladylike, and I know it ain't Christian, but it don't half make me feel good and strong, and ever so much better. Gizzin, love, another 2 teas, please.
Bless you.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Thanks.
I think you should go to bed and lie down.
No, I can't. David just rang. He said half the world seems to have gone down with something. He said he'll do the house calls if I do the evening surgery. So I'll just have to soldier on.
Now, I've got to go and see Ethel, because I don't want to disappoint her. So I'll meet you at the Vic at 5:30 for another little chat and warm-up,
You don't have to do this.
Yes, I do. Even if I ain't got my own family, there is such a thing as the family of man. You know, the invisible thread what binds us all together.
Oh, yes?
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, there's water pipes, gas pipes, electricity running from house to house. Why not an invisible thread? I mean, we're all part of the one big circuit, haven't we?
And the sewage?
Now, you know what I mean. I'm not going to let you give up, Donna.
Been round the square umpteen times waiting for you to get back.
I was working.
I took time off.
Alicia, come on, you. Let's go in the bedroom and find you some toys to play. Come in the bedroom and find some toys to play with you. Come on.
Did you have it out with Junior?
Yes, I did. He took the money and he didn't try to deny it.
And 20 quid? Where's that?
Spent, but he's going to work for me to pay it back.
Yeah, and you'll overpay him, then let him off.
Listen, if you think I'm so hopeless with Junior, why don't you sort him out? Or will that require too much effort on your behalf? Tea or coffee?
Tea. I didn't come to argue. This is serious. Mum's on her knees and now you're playing silly games.
Maxine, you may be my older sister, but gone are the days when you can tell me what to do. The least we can do is have a discussion. That means talk, then action.
But what is there to say other than Mum can't cope when the kids know you and you're used to them? What's the alternative?
You have them.
Carmel, I live at the hospital. You don't seem to realise in another year or so I'll probably be a supervisor, doing overtime. It's not like your job where you're swanning around here, there and everywhere so no one can keep in touch with you.
So you're saying I do my job badly so I can accommodate school hours?
Well, yeah, that'll work part-time.
What?
Well, you've got Matthew to support you.
And what if he doesn't want the children?
Then he's not a very nice bloke.
Now, hang on a minute. Having a live-in job's an OK excuse, but a live-in husband...
It's completely different.
Because one's happening to me and the other to you. Why can't you find a live-out job?
Then I'd never make supervisor.
Maxine, there is a whole area of discussion here that we've never had before. Mum and Dad getting older, which of us are going to look after them?
That's not important now.
Yes, it is. Because assumptions are being made that I'm going to carry the load. OK, I care, but it doesn't mean I want to look after everyone.
So where do the kids go? A home? You know about these things.
Don't be daft. I'll never have that.
Well, then.
So, this live-in job, is it going to stop you from doing everything? Everything from now and in the future?
Why can't we have a simple discussion?
Because it is not simple. I seem to remember last Christmas you spouting off about wanting to get this supervisor job so you can earn more money, live out and have a mortgage.
I could only afford a tiny flat.
This is a tiny flat. And what would be your next excuse? Mortgage repayments are too high.
I'm a single woman. I've got a life to lead.
Life? Well, what about mine? If I was going to have the children, I'm not saying that I will, I would expect help, financial and help at weekends.
But that's the only time I have off.
Me too.
No, Martin, don't do that. Don't stand on it. You'll break it. Play with it nicely and I'll make you some nice toast soldiers, eh? Hello, love.
Where's Vicky?
Oh, you just missed them. Michelle picked her up. She's had an invitation to play with a little friend from the nursery.
And you believed her?
Yeah, of course I believed her. What is this? There's you and her at daggers drawn over what? That's what I'd like to know.
Did she say which friend she was going to? Did she say she was going to bring her back here for the night?
No.
Arthur, Michelle could have taken Vicky anywhere.
So?
Well, if you can't come up with anything else, I better go.
Oh, you started without me then?
No, almost finished. The way I see it, Carmel said the kids can stay here, provided the family help out.
Hold up!
No, I didn't say that. I said if that's what we agree, then I would expect help, financial and time.
It seems a hell of a lot's been decided behind my back then.
Nothing has been decided.
Hasn't it? Well, we know one thing. I can't look after them because my job requires that I live in. What you two decide to do is entirely up to you. Sorry.
Maxine!
You caved in! Big sister comes throwing her weight about and you cave in.
I did not. Sit on the chair, please, Aisha.
Who's looking after her?
Junior will be back soon. I am paying him to look after her. All right? So he doesn't put yourself out.
And that's the only way you can get him to do anything then?
I wasn't going to tell you, but he did take the money, and he's got to pay it back, so he's earning it.
Oh, so he's a thief and we have to take him on. And why didn't you tell me in the first place?
Because I didn't want you to have an excuse to think the worst of him, like you always do, like you do now. Matthew, I can't just give up on him.
What about me? Just gonna give up on me?
No matter what they think. If I worried about what people thought, I'd have crawled under a stone years ago.
What do you think of this, Al?
Right. Donna, I know you ain't a believer, but even if you don't believe in him, he still believes in you. You can't shut that off. His faith in you goes on regardless. And there's nothing you can do to stop it. I remember being very warmed by that when I was little. When I realised that Jesus wanted me for a sunbeam, no matter how little and dull I was, and I was a dull little thing in them days, then everything seemed much brighter.
I think I better get off to my appointment, Doc.
Yeah, well, you just be yourself. Lay your troubles in front of him. He'll understand.
Who, God or the doctor?
Both, dear. Both.
Pete, I've got the answer. I've solved the problem. What problem?
Men. Honestly. You get more support from your tights.
He just doesn't seem to realise how hard it is for me.
No, he just sees how hard it'd be for him. Just think, if you took on Darren's lot, we'd have 7 between us. And look at us, we're in our prime.
Well, that's not the worst of it. He's on strike.
I thought he worked for himself.
A sex strike. He reckons that I'm only after him for one thing.
Should be thankful you want him for anything.
Well, the trouble is, I don't know whether to take him seriously or not. I mean, it could be just an excuse for him being unfaithful. I just can't put my finger on it.
You mean he's not letting you, but he might not be so coy with somebody else?
Well, it makes sense of the strike.
If I catch Mehmet playing around again, it'll be me who strikes, right where it hurts. After Donna, I told him, next time, blood will be spilt, and it is not going to be mine.
Yeah, but it's catching though, isn't it? I mean, Matthew could be getting away with murder.
Oh, no, you keep tabs on all sorts of people at work. Why not at home? I mean, honestly, you've got to know the score. Is he seeing somebody or not?
And if he is?
Well, lay it on the line. Where are you? Grab him where it hurts. On strike, he'll be on the sick list or the transfer list. It is amazing how a short, sharp shot can bring him to heel. Oh!
Sorry, I said. I thought you'd be pleased. I fixed you up as part of the Ridley Road Wholesale Co-op, and this is what I get.
You don't understand.
No.
What'd you say about me?
Well, I told them you were finding it difficult.
Oh, that I lost my licence.
Yeah, but it could happen to anyone.
Anybody who's been drinking. So now I've got to cooperate with people who know all about it. I think I'm an old soap.
Well, aren't you?
No, I'm fed up. I'll snap out of it. Until I just want to be amongst friends, that's all. I just let things jog along, I don't need people like you rubbing my nose in it.
I'm giving you a chance of a fresh start, and you throw it back in my face.
Oh, who do you think you are? Lady Ruddy Bountiful?
What's up with it there, Arthur?
Oh, Pete, there you are. I'm sorry, I couldn't think of any other way to handle it.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with me.
Well, let me help.
The only thing that'll help me right now is smash their ruddy faces in. Yeah, all them people who can do what they want and then walk away from it all. Like that little slag Wilmot Brown, the mob. Even then, what did I ever get away with, Art? What did I ever get away with, eh? The whole world's a blinking joke!
You idiot, come on!
Yeah?
I was expecting Dr. Samuels.
Oh, the way I feel, it very nearly was. Dr. Samuels is on house calls. It seems everybody's sick.
Oh, well, I'm not hanging around here catching anything, then.
Well, look, just tell me what's wrong.
No, you wouldn't understand. I need to see someone like Dr. Samuels.
Oh, yes, and how do we differ? Look, I'm sorry I won't do that.
Well, you said it.
Donna, instead of insulting me, why don't you sit down and tell me what the trouble is? Come on.
Well, my whole body's in pain, and I can't stop shivering. There you are. You see, I knew you wouldn't have a clue. I've just come off heroin. I've been off since Monday. I feel dreadful.
Well, obviously you're going to feel poorly,
Yes,
Donna.
well, do something for me, then. Give me some painkillers or some sleeping pills, something.
Have you taken advice?
Yes, I've been to the rehabilitation centre. They told me what to do.
No, I meant medical advice.
Well, advice is advice, isn't it?
Donna, with your problem, you need specialist medical advice on drug dependency.
Yes, well, I did say I wanted to see Dr. Samuels.
Donna, listen.
All right, prove yourself. You help me.
I could give you pills, the sort you use for painful periods. But beyond that, there's very little I or even Dr. Samuels can do for you. But if you go to a medical centre that specialises in drug-related problems, then they'll see you through the next stage.
Why can't you do it?
Donna, you need ongoing specialist help. I would like to.
No, you'd rather not.
No. If I didn't think there was a better way of going about it... Donna, listen. Wait a minute, Donna. Here.
Just what do you think this is? Pass the parcel. It may have escaped your notice, Dr. Legg, but I need help now.
Donna, if you go to one of these places, I'll give them
I've
a ring
told
for
you.
you.
I've been to these places. It takes between 3 to 6 months
No,
to
it
get
just
onto one of
doesn't,
these
Donna,
programs. Did you
no.
hear what I said? It can take forever. I could be dead by then. Sympathetic doctors.
Next on Drama, we visit Walford and the working class inhabitants of Albert Square as we go back in time with classic Eastenders.